Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have me douse, not what I'm about, have your fucking cloud. It be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. 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 It's showtime.
Welcome to Friday Night Lights. I'm your host, Mikey, and as always, riding shotgun, my boy Tommy. What's going on, brother?
What is going on, Mr. Mikey? Happy Friday, and welcome everyone to Friday Night Lights. We appreciate you guys once again for rocking with us on your Friday night.
Yes, and with that, let's get the rock. It's rocking. Look at this one right here. I smell trouble with all these player-only meetings. You know, well, what's your thought, Tommy, on these player-only meetings?
My thought is, why is Latavius Murray doing it for one? Which is cool. I mean, I'm glad anyone decided to speak up for the offensive side of things. But I mean, I would have wanted it to be Diggs or Davis or Allen or one of the leaders that sees the field more than Latavius Murray, because he's barely ever used properly on this offense. But yeah, it's concerning, but yet it needed to be done. At this point, I don't care if they have a meeting every 30 minutes on video chat. Get it right. Whatever needs to work, whatever, just make it happen. Meeting every 10 minutes on, you know what I mean? But no, man, I just, golly, Mikey. Real quick question, because I put it on the thumbnail. Is this a must win? For me, it is. So I'm going to answer right away for me. So I just wanted your opinion because I never asked you. So yeah, so you're with me. This is there. If we do not win this game, for me, the season is done. Like it's over.
Not just this game; it's the next two.
No, I'm just saying this particular game for me.
Yes,
I get it, but I'm saying I will have to say me personally say, guys, I think it's over. I'm just asking what your opinion is if we.
Oh no, absolutely.
Okay. So for me, 1,000%, this is a must win. It's a home game. It's a game you should win. It's a Monday night game in front of the national audience, prime time, baby. And if you're going to get your offense right against any team, here's the game to do it. And if you don't, it's going to be a rough finish to the season, in my opinion. Because we have we have a really tough slate of games. But I'm saying if they get it right here, now mind you, against a bad team, I get it. Mm-hmm. But if we look good, regardless, I'll at least feel a little bit better moving forward, even though it's against a bad team. You get what I'm saying? At least I'll know, hey, maybe they're getting their mojo back. This is the game to do it. Yes, against a bad team, but hey, who cares? They got something going at least. Like, I need to see something, Mikey. I can't see
what do you garbage. Okay, what do you define as good?
I define as good as a solid win. I'm talking about a win that was in no question about
24 to 10.
I'm talking 20. No, we need to score 30 points or more. We haven't scored 30 points, Mikey, since the Dolphins.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I would say 30 points, and it can't be close. It can't be 30-27. It needs to be something like 30-13.
Okay.
It needs to be a game where
you're asking too much with this banged up defense.
I'm not. I'm asking this. You ask what I want to see. Yeah. And I'm saying what I would like and feel comfortable with if they put on 30 and the defense held them to 13, 16 points, something around there where it was never in doubt. Like, we controlled the game from the first quarter all the way to the fourth. You know what I'm saying? And we put the gas pedal down. We put our foot down to the throat on their throats, and we ended the game. There was no question about it. That's what I want to see. If they don't, and it's a close game, even if we win, I don't know what to tell you, Mikey. Very concerning.
So let me ask Jason this question. Who's they? They said Denver was doing good and the Bills were just a dumpster fire. Who's they?
Yeah, I have no idea.
You know, Denver is Denver a really bad team? Their defense is actually pretty good and their offense is probably below average. I think Denver is one of those middling teams. I think Denver isn't horrible, but I don't think they're real good either.
I think they allowed 70 points this season.
I
know that I understand that, but I'm just going to throw that out there. And they have a losing record. They have won 2 in a row. I get that. They beat the Chiefs, by the way. The Chiefs are struggling in offense, so I don't know if it's anything to, toot your horn about, but they still did win. Russell Wilson is actually having a better season this year than he was last year. So, yes, there is some bright spots on that team, but they are still a bad team. They're still a team that the Buffalo Bills should be able to win, though we're playing terrible. So every game I think we should be able to win. Like if you were to ask me, Mikey, after that Dolphin game, if we were looking ahead of the schedule, which we weren't at that time, but if we were, and we were to go, hey, Denver Broncos coming up, 4 weeks, 5 weeks from now, we would probably say at that point, oh man, not even a close. It's going to probably be 40-10, right? Now we're sitting here going, I don't know. What's good? Is 24 points good? That's terrible. Like, I can't believe we're having this conversation in week 10. You know what I'm saying? That's all. So it's crazy, Mikey. It really, really is.
You know, I think, because you said I asked what, I just want to know what you thought was good. And you said a dominant win.
Yeah, I what I think would be good would be 30 plus points, at least 30, right? Because they haven't hit that since the Dolphin game, which is a long.
They haven't hit 27.
Well, I'm just saying 30 in general, just whatever. So, and then I would like the defense to at least hold them decent amount of points, 13, 16 the most, and we score around that 27, 30, fine, 27 even. I'll take, you know what I mean? But 30 would be ideal for me. But yeah, we just by the way, real quick, somebody asked me the other day, and I got to thinking, Mikey, because I wanted to talk to you about this. So I don't know who it was, and I don't think it was one of our regulars, but somebody commented on one of the videos I did. It was like, so since you're bashing this team, what would you do, so differently on offense, Mr. Know-it-all? Now, I will say this real quick, guys. If you go to a restaurant and the restaurant's been good and giving you great food for every time you go there, and then the last 2 times you went, it's shitty ass food, and you talk to the owner and you say, hey, what is going on here with the food lately? The owner's not going to go back and go, well, what would you do differently with the food then? Like, I don't know. I'm not a chef. Talk to Ken Dorsey. Whatever he needs to do. I can only tell you what I would like to see, but that doesn't mean what I like to see will fix it. That's their job. So I thought it was funny. It was like, dude, I'm just telling you what I see. I'm not saying I'm Mr. Fix It. You know what I'm saying, Mike? It was just kind of funny to me. Like, but you understand my point. Like, I'm not hired. I'm not an OC of a football team or the head coach.
I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
Give me some motion. Give me some misdirection.
Right.
You,
like I said,
you want to know the last time we scored 30 points?
Yeah.
We had motion and misdirection.
Right. I agree.
And then all of a sudden we just run 2x2 standard RPO offense.
I know. I'm saying I have my say of what I would like to see, like you said, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not the OC. That's their job. I can only give you what I can give you. Like, hey, here's what I would like to do. But ultimately, at the end of the day, they're the head chef. They're the one. Like, I can only say so much. So it's just funny to me. People, how some people react, man. It's so funny.
We got a super chat that came in. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. 30 sounds good, Tommy. Thanks for the show, guys.
I appreciate it.
Roy comes in. This is, keep in mind, over the last 5 games, the Bills are averaging 20 points on offense, and the Broncos defense has given up 20 points. Scott comes in and says Denver's defense is very good. Culture kicking in. Tommy, we're a bad team. Seriously, you're living in early season hope and hype. And the Bills are no better than Denver at this point. And I can't disagree with Scott at this point. They haven't shown anything over the last 5 games. We're 2-3, and we have a squeak out win over the Giants and a squeak out win over the Tampa Bay.
I know. You know what's funny? God, Mike, you think me and you sometimes, even though sometimes we differ a lot. Boy, I was driving in my car thinking today, my God, we could be on a 4-game losing streak. Right?
We could be on a 5-game losing streak.
5 games, sorry. For as bad as we're playing, like these games were super close. They came down to controversial almost calls or very little
final place.
Right? So it's like we're like pushing it. But and I get some games are like that, but man.
We could also be on a 5-game winning streak. We could also have won all 5 of these. That's what's crazy.
Right. None of these games are blowouts. I was saying that the other day on the AFC Shakedown. I'm like, look, it's funny for as bad as we're playing, we're not getting blown out. It's not like, you see some teams like the Dolphins, for the most part, if they lose, they get beat bad, right? Except for the Chiefs game, which was close, but they got blown out twice. We've never been blown out. All of our games are in range of winning, but we just haven't. You know what it was? People talk about 2021. Down the stretch, we won. We were healthier. We won games like that, and even in 2022, when we were 13-3, some of those games were close, but we found a way to win. The thing is, now we're not finding a way to win. We're finding a way to lose. Yeah. So it's like it's just crazy, man.
Yeah, something's wrong. This whole season just seems
off, right from the beginning,
from the very beginning,
right from the jump.
Listen. I heard someone talk today and said, at some point, continuity is fantastic, but when you aren't meeting expectation and you just keep bringing the same guys back over and over and over, why are we expecting things to be different?
Right.
Really, I started thinking about this and I'm like, I love, Hyde and Poyer, we lost them last year, and that sucks. On offense, we've had, we brought in 2 new guys that we don't use, and we only use the guys who have been here a long time, and they haven't been good enough. Jason, I don't believe in Madden curse. The Madden curse would be Josh Allen only, not the team.
Exactly, and this is a whole team that stinks right now. Well, I'll take that back. The defense isn't the worst. I think the defense
is bad.
I know, but listen, Mikey, we got to at least somewhat go. I kind of understand. We are missing a shit ton of key pieces. Like, I'm not gonna, we can't overlook that. Like, I can't say that for the offense. You get what I'm saying? Like, we at least, the defense at least has some kind of an excuse. Like, they can go, well, Matt Milano, Trey White, Daquan Jones. Like, they could at least sprinkle that in, and we can go, well, I get it.
Then it's Trobel Bernard's been out.
No, I know. But I'm saying on the defensive side of the ball, we could at least go, okay, we could sprinkle that and go, hey, we'll give them a little pass because this, and this. What on the offense, what's their
It's been bad since middle of last year.
Yes, and it hasn't changed. It hasn't gotten better. It's gotten worse. Right. It just seems like we're like I said, I told you, Mikey, I did that video. I told everybody it's like a car. We're like a car stuck in the mud. And Sean McDermott and Ken Dorsey's just on the outside telling Josh, keep your foot on the gas pedal while the car's just going deeper and deeper in the mud and the engine's smoking and it's not going in. Instead of going, you know what? It's not working. Let's switch it up. Maybe we can figure this out by getting this car out of the mud. But no, they just keep on going. It's going to work. It's going to work. It has to work.
I have
until the engine just blows up, right? Kind of like the season might be going. Right?
The season's about to
blow. Yeah,
truly don't make some kind of adjustment. If they go out and run that same bullshit they've been running for the last 5 weeks,
I agree.
Josh can say it's execution all he wants. At the end of the freaking day, it's more than just execution.
100%.
100%. It's
we got to talking earlier, guys, like me and Mikey before we came on. I know you guys see that the little background there of the highlights. of Buffalo Bills just throughout the years. There was just some one play on the goal line, simple as hell, little motion. Josh Allen kind of fakes the throw to the right, cuffs the ball with the left, just hands it off. Something so simple. I've yet to see that under Ken Dorsey. Something so simple, but yet is effective and draws the defense one way, and boom, easy touchdown, goal line, perfect Devin Singletary touchdown. We don't do that. Everything is a mission. Everything has to be tough. Everything is the same old, same old. The defense is well aware of what we're doing. There's no creativity, nothing even minute to go, oh shit, they're doing it. Like, I saw one time, I swear to God, Mikey, one time this year so far, and I'm like, I was shocked. And it was the Hardy fake wide receiver screen to Hardy against the Dolphins, and he went deep to Gabe Davis, and it worked.
Against Miami.
Against Miami. All it was a quick, that's not like, whoa, my God, creative, but that's a good play. It's smart, creative, being different. Where has that been? Like one, we get one a month? Creativity. It's like, come on, man. Got to sprinkle on more than that, bro.
I don't know. Where did the motions go? Where did the misdirection go?
Hot passes, jet sweeps, and any of the basics. Nothing.
Like, there's been no motion just in general.
That's what I'm saying. Nothing.
We
got guys to do it. We got guys to do it, Mikey.
Well, I understand that. We're lining up 3x1s and 2x2s. That's it. And we're running basic RPOs.
I know. I get what you're saying. I'm just saying it's mind-boggling is it's not like he doesn't have the personnel to do it. You have guys that are capable of doing that. I don't understand why you wouldn't implement that in the offense. It just doesn't make any sense at this point.
Yeah, that's a great question. I don't, you know what? And you ask our coaches, and they're like, "Oh, we have faith in our guys. We have faith in our system. We have faith. We have faith." Guess what? The fans don't have faith. The Mafia is done with the faith bullshit. Give me result.
That coach talk, that coach speak bullshit. No one cares anymore at this point. I'm gonna tell you this too. I'm gonna tell you right now too, guys. This game's in Buffalo, Monday Night Football, big moment. I'm gonna tell you right now, guys, Mikey. If the Buffalo Bills going into halftime are struggling on offense and this game is close, I expect the Boo Birds to come out in full fucking force, man.
Yeah,
because
and they
Bills
should.
Mafia, and they should, because Bills Mafia is already up to here. Like they're almost about to break. And I hope they do. If the Bills come out flat, close game at half, or losing, or whatever the case might be, you better let them know exactly what the fuck you feel. And I expect that.
There hasn't been that yet. There hasn't. The Boo Birds haven't been.
They have not been there, but I expect them though. And I don't want to hear that. By the way, I hope to God that's not the case. I hope to God we come out, we fucking fire. We're fucking first half. We scored 17 points. I'm cool with it. You know what I mean? I don't want.
I want 24 in the first half.
Fine, give me 24 in the.
I want 24 in the first half.
Just
come out and just
do your job.
Whip their ass like we did Miami. Just come out and put the pedal in the metal. Comes in and says, "What's up, guys? Just want to ask, who should I start, Hollywood Brown or Godwin?"
Oh man, I have a fantasy question for you.
I would go Godwin against Tennessee because Hollywood Brown is going to have Murray back for the first time, and when they first come back, they're never right, and they're going against the Falcons. I would probably go Godwin. I don't trust until I see Murray play. I'm not trusting that.
Tell Jermaine your show tomorrow. So he knows because he must be
tomorrow.
A guy.
Yeah, tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern, right here.
Fantasy football, Fantasy Kingdom. Yeah, you don't want to miss that, man. Yeah, he'll give you all that and much more.
Yep. Diggs is hurt. What are we gonna do if he don't play? What you don't trust Gabe Davis?
Diggs will play.
He popped up on the injury report today.
Yeah, he'll play. Don't.
Sounds like Tommy needs some mud and tires.
For real, bro. For real.
What, his ego? Oh, Scott.
Man, Scott's mad. Scott, I told you, Scott went from 20 to pissed off real quick.
Like we're going to 8-9, he says, on the year.
Oh my God.
Don't have faith in humanity in general.
Right.
Man, the Mafia. Oh, White Towns. I love this one. The offense looks like Colorado's offense. No creativity and stale. Ain't that the truth?
That's crazy how Colorado came out like upbeat, like just looking good, and it just fell off, bro. I mean,
Justin,
they've looked terrible.
I know you feel that. It's not going to happen. We can miss the playoffs. We can lose so many this year. We can miss the playoffs, and they're not going to can them.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so either. I mean, the extension speaks volumes. I mean, it tells you everything you need to know. So it's just going to be like other coaches that are going to get fired. You're going to see like a, special teams coach, or definitely Ken Dorsey. You're going to see coaches probably go, but it's not going to make a difference.
Okay, I want to hit on this one. Scott says
go
their heads are effed up, big ass head cases. Coaches lost them. If they need team only meetings to figure it out. What a effing joke. I think that their meeting is a team only because they're like, okay, this isn't changing from a coaching standpoint. We need to figure out what we're going to do from players to fix this on the field. You know,
Josh is like, look, man, fuck what they're saying. I'm just going to call audible sites.
That's probably what Murray said. Josh, just say your headset's broken. Just start calling your own shit.
Right. Look, Josh, at this point, bro, who gives a fuck what they say? What are they going to do? Bench you? Right. What are they going to put Kyle in? That's a fucking joke. Let's just look, man, let's go out there, have fun, do whatever the fuck. If we're looking bad anyway, so like how much worse can we look? Oh my god, that would be funny as fuck, man.
If I found that out after the game.
We wound up scoring like 40 something points. And Ken Dorsey's McDermott's pissed after the game. Right? Because you know he would be. You know McDermott would probably be like, well, that's not what we got it with. Gotta listen to your head coach.
Oh, he wouldn't come out and say that. He would.
No, he wouldn't. But you could.
But he would be giving them an ass reaming in the.
Oh no, he would never say anything on the camera.
Yeah, I know, DJ. You know, we all do care. I love the Bills. I will root for the Bills always. You know, it's just a sad state. You know, with such high hopes at the beginning of the year. And to where we're at, and to see this offense not like in the preseason, this is the problem I had, DJ. Is in the preseason I saw all this motion and misdirection, and like I was super excited, and then the game started and they just didn't do it early, and I'm like, what the hell? And then against the Miami Dolphins, they did. I'm like, okay, there we go. I saw it. They're gonna bring that offense back, and since then they've done none of it.
Right. Like and by the way, DJ, like I'm gonna tell you straight up, man, like. Most of us here, or at least a lot of us, that I know so far that are regulars in this chat, we've been fans for a long time. Like I've been fans since 1989. So I know this roller coaster. I've rode the waves. I've rode the 17-year drought. So trust me when I tell you, I stick with this team no matter what. There are some fans that jump off and say, forget it, I'm never going to watch again. I can't because I love this. I love this city. I love this team. So it's never going to happen as far as like me watching Buffalo Bills football and being passionate, but doesn't mean like I can't be upset at the team for like, dumb mistakes they're making, especially when we have, I feel like, the players in place, at least in my opinion, and we have a franchise quarterback. We have a top 5 receiver, in my opinion. We have a good team. We have a Hall of Famer on the defensive side of the ball. Like we're just not putting it together. And it just seems like this year, especially, things aren't right in that locker room. Things aren't right in that coaching with the coaching. So that's the reason why I think we're more upset than anything. It's just like, when will this coaching staff figure it out? Because it's ultimately at the end of the day, it's their job to do that. Like that's what they're paid to do. No matter like, what's funny, Mike, I get like a lot of people's argument was like, the players have to execute, right? And don't just blame the coaching staff. And I'm with that. I agree. But at the end of the day, you have coaches. That's their responsibility to figure it out. No matter what, even if the players aren't executing, like that's at the end of the day. Because if they didn't need coaches for that, then they would just throw the players out there and there would be no coaches. They would just run the games. Like, but those guys are in place for a reason. Okay, this guy's fucking up. Okay, you know what? If McGovern's not doing it, then put David in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's their job to put the team in the right place. That's all I'm saying. So,
not only that, but at this point, if the coaches are like, the guys aren't executing, how about you make a freaking change? They're running the same players, same everything out there week after week.
That's my point, right? Then switch it up.
unless they're saying it's Josh who's not doing it. But you look at Josh's, granted, yes, he's made some bad throws. He's missed some open guys randomly. But Josh is the reason why we have any points at all. Him running around making plays.
I agree.
It's crazy to think that. I wrote back to the 2-14 seasons. Yeah, I don't think we're there.
Hey man, I love the city. I've been there. Like I do. I love everything about Buffalo, man. I love the team, the city. 100%, man.
It's city of good neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never been there, and I still love them.
Can't afford to move there. So that's why I'm in Detroit. A little bit cheaper. Just a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, Jose, he is a ticking time bomb. And you know what? I don't blame him. When he came off, he's like, I haven't even broken a sweat yet. The Bills had the ball for 8 minutes. 8 minutes in the first half.
I think that I'm telling you, man. That time is coming, man. If this thing doesn't turn around. So that's I'm glad you brought that Fournette up, Mikey, Justin. So you know how you were just talking about changing it up, switching it up. Like, okay, if that player's not doing something right now, for me, man, James Cook is not playing good football over the last couple games. I understand Fournette's new.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's called up yet. I think he's still on the practice squad, but why not bring him up, get him up to date get him up to speed with at least some basic play calling, and let's see what Fournette can bring to this offense as far as pass protection, catching the ball at the backfield, running even here and there. Like, I know he's not going to be that dynamic running back he once was, but he did have 1,200 all-purpose yards. Why not at least see what he can do? See if he brings a spark to this offense instead of running the same thing with James Cook, who's a liability when it comes to pass protection. So do you think they bring up Fournette in this game, or you think they wait another week? Because I haven't heard anything.
I haven't heard anything on them either. He said it was going to take a couple weeks because it wasn't so much the running plays, it was the pass routes.
That's what I figured.
Understand.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
He said it was going to take a couple weeks. There's a way to rush him onto the field. Give him a small package and put him in there. But, I doubt it. No, knowing the Bills, no, we probably won't see him.
I think it's a mistake.
And thank you for the super chat from Nickel City Mafia. Nobody circles wagons like the Buffalo Bills. Season turns around starting Monday night. Go Bills. I hope so.
Yeah.
I really do. C. Rose comes in. Do you guys think it's positive they had another players only meeting? I don't think it hurts.
Right. I mean, at this point, like I said, man, I don't care if they have 20 meetings in 2 days. Like, whatever you got to do to get this thing back on track, then do it. Like, I'm all game for it. I'm good for it. I think everyone agrees with that.
I'm with you, Scott. I don't blame you for your feelings, brother. It's hard to stay positive and upbeat about a team that you root for when they've constantly show you it's different. Like, I haven't seen anything in 5 weeks that shows me competent football.
Yeah,
in 5 weeks.
I agree.
Except when they go up tempo, and they just refuse to go up tempo until the end.
And they have the guys to do it.
Yeah,
it's not like we don't have the guys to be able to go up tempo. Not only up tempo in a no huddle situation. Get up to the line quick. Call the play quick. Stop. Yeah, stop with the hard. By the way, the hard count, I can't stand it sometimes. It's okay in certain times, but a lot of time we're jumping. Josh gets his own guy, and I can't stand. I'm like, just hike the guy. Stop doing that. Like, just call it.
Yeah, it's execution.
Right.
Read the room, brother. Josh, read the room. They're struggling getting first downs. You think they're gonna, Here's the problem that we're having on offense. Everyone's thinking everything's an option route. Everything is okay. Read the defense and then break off of the defense, and then you have the issue we had Monday night where Josh is reading it one way, the receivers reading it another way. It's the reason why you've had receivers run into each other and fall down. It's because the two receivers are reading it different.
Mm-hmm.
How about you stop having freaking option routes and put some hard routes in there and just run that?
Right.
makes me sad. Okay, says if we're gonna lose this game, they implode. I thought they had a player only meeting before. They did. They had a team one before, and then they had an offensive one this week.
Yeah, this is guys. They got to win this game. That's probably why this meeting was so important. They probably said we have to win it, man.
Jason, let's face it. Our government has let us down way more than this football team. I'm not sure.
It's not been great. Not been great.
Yeah, it's not been great all the way around. I was born the year the Bills won their first AFL championship.
Damn, Roy. Shit, nice. At least you. Well, you know what, Roy? At least you got to.
You got a championship in your lifetime.
Golly. Right. I watch Super Bowls, but nothing, Yeah. Heartache.
I'm kind of my hand, toes, everything. Chuckles, this is a great point. McDermott talks about it, and everyone just thinks he's talking about the offense. Really, I think he's talking about the defense, because when you go back and you just look at the last game, and me and Tommy talked about this before we went live. The Bills' average start was the 12-yard line. The Bengals' average start was the 45. The Bills would march from the 12 to about the 45, and then something would happen, and they would have to punt. If they were starting at the 25, the 30, they would be getting in the field goal range and we'd be kicking field goals, if not going down to score. The problem is our defense is giving them 2-3 first downs, and they're getting into their territory. They get pushed back, they punt. It's like, great, they they held them. But now it's putting our offense, who's struggling and doesn't have that big playability, the way they're calling it today, at inside the 20-yard line, and expecting them to be perfect all the way down the field, because we're looking at short, quick, easy passes for Josh. 7 yards, 4 yards, 2 yards, 8 yards, 12 yards. And they're expecting to put these 12, 15 play drives together to score touchdowns. And we're having a holding call, an offensive pass interference, incompletion, a random ass run that goes for -3 yards. And it just kills the drives. The big explosive plays that we used to have, they've taken that out of our offense.
Yep.
Did you see when they asked Sean, hey, coach, you move the ball better and not paced offense? Sean said, I'll watch film. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. You haven't watched. Are you fucking kidding me? We're in week 10. You haven't noted. Even a guy who barely watches Buffalo Bills football will probably tell you, man, I'll tell you what, they've looked pretty good when they go up. Like, Sean, come on, bro. I need to watch. I hate to tell you this. You don't need to watch a film for everything. It's right in fucking front of you. Like, you don't see that the offense is run better when it's up tempo. Like, what? I don't get him sometimes. I really don't understand him.
Captain D,
what's up, brother? Captain D in the house. What's up, brother?
Yeah. Justin says, is Justin Shorter off the IR yet? Nope. They left him on the IR.
Jason telling me to take a deep breath.
I'm
gonna have a heart attack.
I'm at the point where I'm not mad. I'm not mad anymore. I'm just
I laugh a lot. I know.
I'm at a whatever. I will tell you, it's very hard to come on and do these content shows because I've tried not to be negative. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to find positives for these things, and it's getting harder and harder, because I watch, and I'm watching less and less of other people's stuff and less because I try to listen to their point of view, but I just disagree with so much, like there's half of the Mafia that thinks this is all Josh Allen's fault.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know.
Then there's half of the Mafia that thinks it's all Ken Dorsey and Sean McDermott's fault.
What's a good thing to do, Mikey? Here's a good thing to do.
Serenity now! Serenity now!
I can't do it,
Oh my God.
Yes. With you. They've taken all of the chunk plays out and said we're going to be a short, quick passing offense, and what everyone's doing now, and I just watched a show that showed exactly what the Bengals and teams are doing. They're running they're rushing 4, dropping 7, or rushing 3, dropping 8 into short coverage. There's
Right.
no Josh to go to the ball because, people know they're like, oh, then it's an option route.
Like I'm good with, taking what the defense gives you. Like I'm okay with that, but not check down city either. That's not what this offense was built on initially. This is not what Josh Allen does best. Like you can't make Allen into a check down type of quarterback
That's
who's
what they're trying to do.
right and sticking him in the pocket for so long. Like this is all new. I really feel like they want him in the pocket. They're making him stay in it. And it's just kind of one of those things that I just feel like, man, maybe this player's only thing. Maybe they were telling Josh, just who gives a fuck with the BU? I'm hoping because this is not what Josh Allen does best. Like we need that Josh back that we've had since 20, when Josh started playing his best ball, and let's say 2020, right? Is really where Josh started to come alive. 2020 to 2022, right? I guess, yeah, you could say that. So we need that Josh back, and we need the players to play better as well. We need the players to support that and be there for him and start. By the way, too, the offensive line, I will say this. First year that we're going in a long time that I can remember, we're in week 10 and we got a healthy offensive line. It's the same line since week 1. That I will say, thank you, offensive line, for doing your job, staying healthy, whatever. Good luck, whatever's going on, good. But I felt like the last 3 weeks or so, they've started to play average football. And I thought in the beginning of the season they were playing about good offensive line play. They need to do better. Like they have to. I kind of feel like sometimes, like one game it's better run blocking, the next game it's better pass protection, but the run blocking is terrible. Like I want a complete game out of the offensive line. Like we need that to get this offense going too, man. Like Josh can't be under pressure 90% of the times on throwback. You know what I mean? When he's throwing the ball, like he's never going to get through his reads, and So we need better. We need better play for the offensive line. Maybe also in that offensive, meeting they had. Hopefully they talked it out too, because we need all those guys to be on their A game, man. Moving forward, they have to be. Like Deion Dawkins making mistakes and shit. Like he should. Come on, man. You got to play better. You're a Pro Bowl left tackle. Like come on, man. Like you can't be inconsistent, Deion Dawkins. We need you to be consistent. Mitch Morse, same thing. You're a veteran. We need you to play your best. I know you're getting up there, man, but we need you to be your best you've ever been. Like we need these guys to play A football. You know what I mean? And that will help too, Mikey. Winning in the trenches is such a big deal, man.
We've been losing in the trenches on both sides of the ball the last 5 years.
100. I agree. So I mean, both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
But
hitting Jose's comment. I've been a fan for 40 years. I'm done with laughing. I do blame Josh to a point. Brady won Super Bowls by moving the ball that way. Josh Allen's skill set is not Tom Brady's skill set. You have to remember. I mean, I've heard this a lot over the last week. Well, look at Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, just takes the dump down and he takes it. Joe Burrow's skill set is not Josh Allen's skill set. That's not the way he plays football. It's not what sits to his skills. So either A, build an offense that fits Josh's skills, or B, trade Josh Allen somewhere else and get a quarterback that you want to fit your scheme, because you're trying to make this guy into something he's not.
Right. And to piggyback off that, they also have a head coach who's a Hall of Fame head coach who is a defensive mastermind. So their defense was always on point and kept them in games like all the time. Mm-hmm. They very rarely made mistakes in big moments. I mean, really, it was the Giants Super Bowl was the only time I've ever seen really that team kind of crumple. They always stepped up, and most of the time in big moments. Go back to that Seattle Super Bowl. I mean, they should have lost that game. There you go, playing physical. Now, if that was us, Sean McDermott, that's a touchdown. I hate to say it, but I just don't want to have any trust in Sean McDermott at that time. So, say what you will, but that offense fit Tom Brady, and they trusted Belichick to do his job on the defensive side, and that's exactly what they did.
Belichick wasn't giving up the lead with 13 seconds.
No, how the fuck are you kidding me? That would have never fucking way.
Spin says this scheme doesn't fit Josh's skill set. It doesn't anymore. No. They've changed it enough to where it no longer fits his skill set. That's the one thing about Dable. Dable fit a scheme around what Josh was able to do. It doesn't. It's different. You know? This scheme is predicted on taking what the defense gives you and option routes and being on Josh being on the same page as every one of his receivers, seeing it the exact same way. And the receivers see it different, and you're seeing that as well. Like they're taking the things that frustrated me about Daboll's offense, with those stupid option routes, because I hated those too. And, all the underneath crap, and, they mashed that together and said, okay, this is our new offense. Which doesn't fit what our superstar mobile quarterback is best at.
And it seems like we are super predictable week in, week out.
Mm-hmm.
And when defenses tell you, opposing defenses tell you or tell the media, they're exactly what they showed on. There was no difference what we saw on film with what they brung this game. Like, that is sad. That's terrible, because that means to me, it tells me that our offensive coordinator is not game planning for that particular game, for that team, for that opponent. You have to play their weaknesses. You have to game plan versus that team. Like, you can't just throw out the same shit you threw out the week before. Like, that's scary to me. That tells me that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like, that's awful. And that, I really feel like that, Mikey. Like teams now are just going, okay, we know exactly what they're gonna do. There's nothing here we go.
Last year, Patrick Peterson, when he picked off Allen at the end of the game and won, he came out and said, he's like,
yes,
in that formation, Gabe Davis runs 2 routes.
Mm-hmm.
I knew what they were going to do. And then you heard it again earlier this year. We know what they're going to do, and they don't change it. They did exactly what we saw on film.
Right.
They never make adjustments, and that's the problem.
That's a huge problem.
Chuckles comes and says, what scheme do you think that best fits Josh's skills? A motion and misdirection offense that allows him to move around. So you put him in a shotgun air raid system, right? And you run some motion and misdirections and let him get out and about. Because Josh can fit in almost any system. Like Josh fit in this actual system without the play calling. If they would run the motion and the misdirection, you saw it against Miami, and open the offense up a little bit and schemed some longer throws and some different layers where everything wasn't an option route, he fits that very well.
Right.
You could put him in a West Coast offense and do motions and a run game and rollouts and boots and different level throws, and that would fit Josh's skill set.
Right.
But expecting Josh to follow the Tom Brady led offense of drop back, take the 4-yard route, take the 6-yard route, take the 5-yard route, and then the guys aren't reading it the same way on top of that. That doesn't fit him, because then he gets frustrated and gets pissed. He's like, okay, now I need to make up a chunk, and he tries to go deep and he gets picked off, or he misses the guy, or that just doesn't get him in the rhythm that he needs to be in to picking up those type of yards.
Right.
And if there's no creativity and they just run exactly what's on tape, they know how to stop that.
Yeah, exactly. You don't think that? Listen, defensive coordinators are film studying week in, week out, right? And they know exactly what we're going to do, right? So the Denver Broncos are looking at our film from last week, our disgusting film from last week against the Bengals, and they're going, okay, very easy here, guys. This is what we're going to do, because they're not going to do anything different. And that's where Ken Dorsey needs to go. You know what? In this game, I'm going to actually switch it the fuck up and surprise the fucking Broncos. Like, that's what I want to see. Go up tempo right away. Go no huddle. Get sweeps going, motions. Get a pop pass going. Get some slants going. Get digs in motion.
Mm-hmm.
Anything.
Yeah.
Switch it up.
Roy comes in and says, is Mahomes a closer comparison to Allen? He'll take that any stuff. But you know what? His offensive coordinator, the head coach, also schemes stuff up to where it's not an option route. And he'll get a guy out in the flat coming out of the backfield where nobody will be around, because he'll move everyone to one side and have one guy running the opposite, and that guy will be open. Mahomes has so many wide open guys to throw to because it's schemed up that way.
You know what I'd like to see too, also, I want to see more Khalil Shakir in the slot. I want to see a little bit more Khalil Shakir in the slot as well, because he's been really doing well this season. I think he has. There was something crazy stat that they brung out today, Mikey, on him and Dalton Kincaid. And I think Dalton Kincaid's like 46 to 48, something crazy like that. And Khalil Shakir's like 19 of 22, something wild. Like they are not missing their pass. Like they're getting their hands on the football almost every time making catches. Like that's super impressive. And the yards after catch too is not terrible either. Yeah.
Khalil's
18 for 19. Yes. Right.
18 for 19. And then Kincaid is 40 for 45.
That's unbelievable, guys. Like that's you got to start getting the ball to those guys.
So Cliff Kingsbury for our OC. Cliff Kingsbury, Josh McDaniels. I know he sucks as a head coach. The dude knows how to scheme up an offense. He knows this offense too. He'd probably be able to walk in off the street and be creative and scheme things up. Dude, he made Mac Jones a Pro Bowler.
100%. Yeah.
You know, WGR 550 South said today that there were 2 receivers within 4 yards of each other, and he said that didn't happen. You see that so much now, guys, because they're not reading the same defense, so they're going to the wrong spots. I watched 2 guys run into each other and fall down again. You know,
I think twice it's happened this year.
You know, but there's so many guys in the same vicinity. Like even the touchdown to Diggs, right? Remember that one where Josh rolled out and he found him there was a guy standing right behind him.
Right.
You know?
I know.
It's crazy. Same with Shakir. There was a guy standing right behind him. There's so many guys in the same spot all the time.
Right.
Yeah. You know? Yeah. I'm with you on that, Chewy. He says predictable emotion is as if they have somewhere else they'd rather be. I don't think it's that. I think that, you know, at this point they're like, what the hell are we doing?
I think they're doing what is being called. Like obviously listen, you have to listen to your coordinator. That's their job. Remember we talked about, you know, coaches having to do their job. Like no matter what, that's what they're paid to do. And I feel like they're just not having fun out there because the play calling is so generic, so stale, nothing to it. It's not working, and it's not working. Now, listen, if that generic stale shit was working and we were scoring and winning games, fine. The players would be like, fuck, it's kind of boring, but defenses can't stop us, and we're first place in the AFC East, like fine. But it not only is it not working, we're losing games on top of it. So, yes, you could see why the players aren't having fun. They're on the sideline just going, what the fuck is, like, they don't have an answer because there is none. Because the guy who has to make come up with the answer is the guy upstairs in Ken Dorsey who doesn't have one. He just keeps throwing the same crap out there in Allen's ear, and Allen's going to go, all right, here we go. Like,
the reason why the team is happy when they're up tempo is because it's normally Josh at the line calling the plays. It's not the play call. Like
absolutely,
he gets a play call in as a formation, then Josh goes up and makes it, and they go. And it's an attack mindset. Right now, we're very much, what is the defense doing? Let's find, we'll run options to beat the defense. We're not attacking the defense. We're letting the defense dictate to us. That's what this offense is right now.
Right.
And rather than us just attacking, we go up tempo. They can't do their different type of schemes and stuff. They have to play vanilla defenses and have the same guy on the field that get tired. And
it's tough, right? It's tough for them. And if you notice the teams that go up tempo, the better teams, even in college football, it's very tough for them to do the substitutions. Players also get super tired, like Mikey was saying, being on the field, like just play after play after guys that are used to subbing in, subbing out. I love it, man. I really would like to see it. Will they? I don't know. But the up-tempo no huddle, man, for me, I feel like this team is more than capable, Mikey, of doing that. And I just feel like, man, it's going to get the defense guessing more. And like I said, just they can't substitute as much. So I love it, man. I wish they would do that more, open it up more. There's a couple other things I would love for them to do, but what do you feel about running? You think we should start? Because I know that a lot of people are on we should run the ball more. We should run the ball more. But are we built? Like, should
Well,
we just
we're not
say,
built to run the ball.
right? So should we at this point, because it's not working, and I know they're not, but I'm just questioning you. At this point, should they just go back to the 2020 style offense where it's just, you know what? We're a passing team. We're going to fucking run it here and there when we want. But other than that, we're just going to go five receiver heavy, and we're just going to fucking air it out. Like, I'm just asking you.
If they get rid of the short crap and they bring back some of the old plays,
I'm talking about the 2020 style offense where it's like
they're gonna go
five sets. Yeah.
Yes, because that fits our offensive personnel better than what they're trying to do right now.
And I care less what anyone says at that point about you must run the ball. Like,
we're not running the ball right now.
Right. Right.
You know, we handed the ball off 7 times to running backs last week. Josh ran 8 times. He was our leading rusher again.
Right.
I want to hit Chewy's question here. It says, Mikey, if you're the head coach for Monday night, give me 3 plays on your first. My first possession, I'm running a 2x2. I'm motioning, Hardy, and then I'm running a slant to Diggs or Davis. Wherever Surtain's not, I'm moving the guy over, and then I'm running this quick slant to him to start the game. Next, I'm running a motion, right, and I'm running quarterback power.
Yep.
My third one, I'm running motion. So well. I'm running motion, and I'm throwing the pop pass. Those are my first 3 plays.
Yeah, love it. Pop pass to who? Hardy.
I don't give a shit which one. It could be the Diggs for all I give a shit.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm coming out. I'm running 3 straight motion plays. I'm running that quarterback power sweep. Get Josh hit early. Get him in a rhythm early. Like Josh used to always say, I don't get into the game until I get hit. He never gets hit until like the second, third quarter.
Yeah, so it's almost too late. Right.
So I'm first again, everything's motion. I'm running motion every freaking play.
And if I'm going pass heavy too, like if that's what I'm thinking of doing moving forward, I hate to say it, but Cook, I'm putting more Fournette or Murray in there to pass protect at that point. Pass pro, like they're both capable of chipping and going out for a pass, a screen. You know what I mean? Like, so Cook can't do that. So Cook's going to get whiffed or get blown up, and that play's going to get busted down quick. So to me, if you go that route, I think you're going to see less of Cook. But I once again, I don't know if they go that route.
That's a good question, Jose. I don't know why. I imagine he didn't refuse.
I said that I said that so many times. Remember, Mikey? I'm like, why doesn't he just call out of the play, man? He doesn't. He checks out. He checks out. But he doesn't call. Like, listen, there's 2 plays that come in every time, and Josh checks. He either runs with the pass play or he runs the run play. He never audibles out to something different. Right.
And that's the frustration part that we have.
Exactly. But that's also why going up tempo and no huddle, you can really throw teams off where like I said, they won't know. They won't have time to set up, Mikey. Mm-hmm. Like where Josh needs to worry about like he could just go boom, 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 boom. So, that's what I need. Yeah, Mike, you're higher. You're 100% higher.
Listen, those are just my plays. I'm not going to say I'm the smartest guy in the room. I don't know what it goes into creating a game plan. I can tell you from what I can see on the TV of what works with this offense, and I want to do that.
100%.
I'm going to lean into what I've seen that works, and to see the things that work against that team. You want to know what worked great against the Broncos? A lot of fucking motion.
Yeah.
You run a lot of motion against the Broncos, it confuses them, and they, pull back, and that's the reason why they got 70 dropped on them.
Right.
4 play under center, play action bomb. Play 4. Yep. I'm good with Josh going under center too. Play action, chuck it deep. But we don't have those speedsters to really chuck it deep either. Yeah. So we have 1 second rounder and we had 2 third rounder running backs. Why did they pick him there? That's a good question.
Singletary right now. I mean, I think Singletary was our best. As a Buffalo Bill, I'm just saying, as a Bill player, I thought he was our best overall running back. but that's not saying like he was great. I think we haven't had a running back since Shady, a quality running back. That,
Touche, Spin. He did trade back like 4 times and then, had to take him because no one else would trade back with him again.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't know. Flip the script. Sack, pick 6 on the first. Yes, I'll take that, Amy. I love that, Amy.
And by the way, too,
give your offense some breathing room on offense.
We're not getting turnovers either, too, lately, Mikey.
We're not getting sacks. We're not getting them off the field until late, and then Josh is starting inside the 20. How about you let your offense start at like the 35 one time?
I hear you. I do.
It's nuts.
So you want to start? You want to go with this game here? Real quick question. So this is Von Miller's first game against the Broncos. It's a big moment for him. You think? Do you think Von Miller is ramped up a little bit more for this game to get after Russell Wilson and make show the Broncos, get a sack or 2 in this game? Like, is there any extra motivation, or do you think it's just a regular next game?
He already said he already came out and said it's just.
Did he? Okay. You would think. I don't know why you would think.
So hit this. Would you rather have Josh under center or shotgun? It depends what the game plan is.
So I would like him under center if he's doing some play actions and running the ball. Like
we're running the ball, but if he's throwing the ball but
I feel like he's more. Yeah, if we're pass heavy, I feel he's more. I like him better in shotgun because I also feel like he's more comfortable in shotgun. I feel, and he said it, by the way. He's come out and said it. He could see the field more when he's in shotgun. So if that's where he's more comfortable at, I'm cool with it. But not on play action or run and when you're running the ball. Like, he should be under center a lot more. I'm not saying every single
70,
time.
I would like to see a 70-30 split of him in shotgun versus under center, and you don't see that. It's more like 90-10 right now.
Oh, it's craziness. Yeah, it's wild. Yeah.
Carl comes in with the super chat. We appreciate that,
Carl.
On defense, it looks like Bernard, Hyde, and Christian will not play Monday. Will Balin, DeMar, and Rasul get a lot of playing time? We'll get to that in about 2 minutes as we get to the injury reports.
Yep.
Here you go. You're gonna love this one. Being predictable is McDummy blitzing with 7 guys during another third down that continues to fail. Yeah.
Over and over all season. It's like he's not getting it. Does he need to go watch the film for that one too, Mikey? To understand it's not working.
Jose,
has to go watch that film.
Yep. Jim Kelly says they look good because they have the first 10 plays scripted, and then they do nothing until they're in panic mode and go up pace. How about you just go up pace from the beginning?
I got Jim Kelly. You got to put Jim Kelly up in the booth and
start.
Yo, man.
Jim will tell Josh, get the fuck over it. Do what I'm telling you to do.
Hey, listen, I knocked out Dorsey real quick. I'm gonna run this shit real quick.
Yeah. And Roy, it's been that way the last few years. We're always seem to be dealing with knee or with ankle injuries and foot injuries.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Slows them down.
The defensive side of it is nuts the last 2 seasons. The amount of players that we're losing. It's craziness.
Vaughn, listen, guys, it hasn't even been a year yet since he tore his ACL.
That's right.
Vaughn's getting a lot of hate right now. Like no one could have predicted, him.
I don't think he deserved
getting
either.
hurt.
I don't think it's. I'll tell you why I don't think it's deserved. Mikey just said it. It hasn't even been a year. Look how long it took Trey to come back, and Trey still wasn't Trey until week 1 of this year. So that's an injury. That's tough to come back, and he came back a little earlier. Maybe we should have waited another week or 2. I'll be honest with you. Maybe I'm just throwing that out there, but he is slowly starting to. I feel like slowly starting to become getting back to being Von Miller. I see the speed a little bit getting better, Mikey. I see his. I also see like him bending a little bit better around the edge. So it's coming, but it's still probably 2 or 3 weeks away. So he finally feels like, because I also still think it's a little mental too, like him going, like really doing what he wants to do. And he has to feel right. It is what it is. I don't think it has anything to do with him just, taking the money and running. Like, this is not what he wanted. Like that's I don't feel that. I feel bad for the guy. because it's like genuinely, I feel like he really wants to win a Super Bowl here. He loves it here. Like, I don't see him as that guy that's just going, oh fuck it, I got hurt, I'm just gonna fucking thank you for the money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Well,
I don't see him as that guy.
I want to hit Patrick's comment. It says Vaughn was
Yeah.
overpaid. No one was complaining about Vaughn being overpaid when he had 9 sacks last year through the first 9 games.
Mm-hmm.
You know, then he got hurt. Shit happens. You know, whether he's 34 and gets hurt or if he was 24 and got hurt.
Yeah.
You know, no one was
Plenty of
complaining about his
players.
production last year and saying he was overpaid.
I mean,
It's easy to look at it after the fact.
Look at Chandler Jones, who's healthy, but he's not even in the league right now because he's mentally out of it. So, who was paid just as much. So at least we got a guy who's here in the building, wants to play, is trying his best to get back after an injury. And if he gets back, trust me, guys, if he gets back to even 75% Vaughn, because I don't think he's quite there yet, but even 75% Vaughn will really help his defense out. So just be paid. I think it takes a couple more games, and I think you'll start seeing Vaughn make some bigger impact plays, in my opinion, Mikey. But
Jose says, this is why I doubt Josh. If Jim's trying to help you and you don't listen, what do we do? Kelly said he would audible 50%. But here's the thing. Jim Kelly can say whatever he wants. Is Jim Kelly in the room helping put together these game plans? He has no idea what the coaches are telling Josh to and not do. You know, like, yes, that's great that Jim Kelly thinks we should audible 50% of the time. And Josh tells him he refuses to do it. I guarantee you, if the coaches told Josh, I want you to audible, Josh would audible. Josh just does what the coaches tell him to do.
What it sounds like is Jim Kelly is frustrated like us fans, and he's speaking in fan terms, and that's okay. And that's okay. You know, you got to remember too, every player that's a former player of any good team, right? And I hear it a lot from the Hurricanes, Mikey. Ton of ex-Miami Hurricanes. Boy, they have a lot to say when it comes to Hurricane football, right? Like what they would do, like this is bullshit. Like they're passionate. And Jim Kelly and Andre Reed and Thurman Thomas, they're passionate about the Bills. They want to see. So I get him saying that, but like Mikey said, it's easier said than done. He's not in the room. He's not in the offensive, game planning room, whatever, when they're watching film and setting up that week. So, but I do agree at times. I do wish that Josh Allen would take it on his own sometimes rather than just go with what was called. And I feel like he's going to have to eventually. Like he's going to have to take charge of the offense more, is my point. I don't think he's done it quite yet. I think he's done all he can as far as, like playing Superman role and just, all right, the offense plays in. I'm going to do what I can and get out of this because it's not working, and run around and make something happen because the play was just not there. Like, but I think sometimes he just needs to go off script, call a different play, get out of it if he doesn't like it more often, is all I'm saying. So I kind of see where Kelly's coming from, but I also understand where you're coming from.
Yeah. Patrick comes in and says, I said to pay Edmonds. Tremaine Edmonds is hurt too. And before he was hurt, he was playing like garbage for Chicago.
Yeah, he's hurt.
You know?
He is hurt. I think Mitch Morse, Patrick. I think Mitch Morse, I don't know if he's washed, but I think the time is coming. I really do. And I said it, I told you guys this offseason. I felt like the Bills should have drafted a center, and there was one to be taken. What was the guy's name I liked out of I think Ohio State it was. What was his name? True center. He was only a center. Remember, I had him on my draft board.
Yeah, I can't think of it.
He's a true center man.
Starting right now, though.
Yeah, and he was there. Right now. He was there for us to get in the sixth round.
Fifth or sixth.
Yeah, and we kept trading back and back and back and back. Finally, somebody took him, and I'm like, I told Mike, we're going to get him. We're probably going to get this guy. He's here because he was dropping in the draft boards. But man, like that was an opportunity. I think
it was Josh something. I can't remember his.
He was true center. Yeah. He didn't play any other position but center. But
Patrick, be in your feelings, brother. You don't have to be sorry for being harsh.
No,
say how you feel. Man. Just because I don't agree with everything you said doesn't mean that I don't appreciate you being here. And you don't have your takes. Feel fan the way you want to fan. Feel the way you want to feel. It's okay. This show is all about getting it out. It's a therapy session for everybody.
100%. I've been doing videos all week with bashing.
What are you gonna do? Bench me?
McDermott. So
The new J17 logo. Listen, guys, I don't.
Right?
I don't
Yeah. See, that's what I said earlier. Hey, what are you gonna do? Bench me?
I don't think
I gotta-
that's his personality, though.
We got to make that shirt.
You can do bench me.
There it is. That's what are you gonna do? Bench me with Josh Allen? That's
Yes. Hooked up Joe. Listen, the Dolphins fan, coaches and QB have to be on the same page to call audibles without causing a conflict. The call has to be changed due to the defense, due to wanting the different style. I truly, well, Josh's personality isn't to say F the coaches anyways. It's just not who he is, you know?
Right. Yeah.
So whatever they have discussed internal. Now, do I agree with it? Should he be more vocal and want to do that more? Absolutely. But I don't know what's going on inside that building, you know, and to just listen to Jim Kelly say that, you know, is fine. That's Jim Kelly's opinion on it.
Right.
You know,
I think he should be more vocal, and I think Allen in time, and maybe because he's still too young, maybe, and that's just not where he is. And he admitted that.
His personality.
Right. He's admitted that, though. But he's also said that he maybe should start being more vocal. So him knowing that, though, like him saying that, I think he understands, though, that he probably should be. And hopefully as he gets older in this league, it starts to become like an older, aging kind of vet, like getting up there in years. Maybe he will become that.
Luke Weipler.
Thank you, Roy. I would have, imagine we had him on the team ready. No problem. Hey, Mitch, thank you. You were great here. I would have loved it.
I love his comment by Spin.
Yeah.
Patrick, say with your chest. Damn anyone who disagrees. Nothing wrong with it. You know, he's a habitual line stepper, Tommy. Tommy knows. That's fine. You know, you be you, brother. Tell me, I swear to God, I'm going to get that shirt made. You should.
Bro.
You know, we deserve more. We do. I says, I give Tom credit because I put up comments after losses when I'm pissed. Tom puts up with me. It's all good. You know, we're here for your therapy session.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think Weipler is starting somewhere. I don't know where. I have to find out where. I thought I saw him starting somewhere. Do you think that Bernard plays? I doubt it. Okay, let's. This is a great time.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Go pull that up. Yeah. I'll be right back.
All right, so let's look at the injury reports. We have two guys who are full with the Broncos. They're coming in fully healthy. The Bills, not so much. We have Christian Benford hamstring who hasn't practiced. If Benford gets some limited tomorrow, he has a chance for Monday night. I don't think Benford plays. I think it's going to be Douglas and Jackson. Micah Hyde hasn't played. I have a weird feeling Micah Hyde's missing this game, and we're going to see Hamlin, but I don't think Hamlin's going to start. I think it's going to be Rapp and Poyer. But Hamlin's going to be up. He's going to get a jersey. Bernard, he's limited. There's a good chance because he's been limited all week that he comes out of concussion protocol, and he does play Monday night.
Yeah, and it's good that the game's on Monday, so it gives him an extra day. So I could definitely see him playing if he's been limited Thursday and Friday.
Yeah. He was, I mean, maybe when I saw him, their first string center was down, and that's why he was in the game. But he was in a game I was watching not too long ago. So then looking here, Stephon Diggs popped up on the injury report today. He was limited with a back. Let's be honest, Diggs will probably be fine for Monday night.
Exactly.
Allen's been full.
Precaution.
Yep. Leonard Floyd had an illness on Thursday. He's full. AJ Klein's back. He's full. Jordan Poyer's been full. He had a shin. So that, you know, and then Balin Spector was full. So I would love it's going to be Bernard and Dotson.
Yeah.
If for some reason Bernard can't go and he doesn't clear protocol, then it's going to be Spector and Dotson. And I'll be honest, that's going to scare the hell out of me.
I know.
Because McDermott came out and said Dotson's not losing his job.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's craziness. It's That's another thing about our coaching staff. Very stubborn. Very stubborn.
I think Kincaid cleared concussion protocol on Monday when he went down. He missed the game though. He missed one game when he got hurt.
He did. Yep.
I know Cleveland drafted Weipler. Don't know if he's a starter or backup. I think he's a backup, but when the starter went down, I think he came in.
Smart draft pick though. Who cares? Yeah. You have him there when the center either goes down or leaves. That's on a rookie deal.
Patrick Shakir's looked real good. 18 of 19 catches. Josh has seemed to find him more and more the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Without Dawson Knox there, they're not running the 12 personnel, so you're going back to 11 personnel, which has put him on the field more. I think it's fantastic because I thought he's done a fantastic job. Him and Kincaid have stepped up. It's Diggs, then Kincaid, and then Shakir as our most trustworthy receivers right now.
Oh, by the way, real quick before we move on. So we're terrible at this. I do it in my videos. I do it in my videos, but on live we always forget. So Jose coming in. Come on, people. We have 25. We actually have 36 right now. So hit that. Let's hit the like button. Help us out because it helps this channel grow. It helps the algorithm and all that good crap. And one more thing, Jose, I believe, became a member today. I believe he joined the Mafia Sports Report. So that thank
appreciate
you so much
Jose.
for that. I do appreciate that. And anyone else that obviously is a member of the Mafia Sports Report, we appreciate that, man.
Tommy, this team wasn't expected to be a hot fudge sundae and it's playing like an Eskimo pie sandwich. Oh, that's great.
It's bad.
But just watching, hit that like button. We appreciate you. That's the best way to help the channel is hitting the like. It gets it out in the algorithms. It gets more people
100%
to come here. Ever since they made Shakir a legit slot, he's shined and he's looked good. He's looked real good. Outside of that one down the sideline where he jumped that missile he threw, that's the only drop.
Yeah,
that's the only miss that he has. No,
he's played really, really good. And the yards after catch, the yak is the most important thing for me. Which is something that we've been bad at throughout the year. So love seeing that from him. And with Kincaid as well. By the way, shout out to Kincaid, who got clearly leg swept last week and still stayed in the game to make a crucial play right after this.
These refs are bad, man.
Oh,
I watched the game last night and they were horrible, man. They like to be involved.
Bad? Oh man, so bad.
I don't understand how they allow this, knowing how much betting's going on.
It's wild to me. It is wild,
Jesus.
Man. This year has been the worst.
Yeah, Patrick comes and says long season, folks. The problem, Patrick, that I have with the long season, I do agree, it is a very long season, is we're out of room for mistakes. If we don't start stacking wins, the season's over.
Oh yeah, exactly. You got 8 games left. You got
that buffer's gone. That buffer's gone.
Yeah.
You know what the craziest part about all this is, as bad as we've played and the way we're talking tonight, we're a game out of first.
I know. I was just about to say that. Mikey, what are you reading my mind, you mother ever? I was just about to say that because I was looking at Hooked Up Joe, who's a Dolphin fan, who's become he's a Dolphin fan, but he's become a really good subscriber to this show and supporter. So I appreciate you. But yeah, I was thinking about, because I saw his comment, I was like, damn, for as bad as we've been playing, we're one game out of the East. Like, it's crazy to me, man. Like, everyone lost last week. It's just, if we were playing any better, we'd have like probably a 2-game lead right now in the East, Mikey. Maybe 3. Yeah. It's wild to me. But we're still in it.
Yeah, in order to have 3, we'd have to be undefeated. So that's probably not going to be the case.
Right,
but if we were playing better, we could have a 2-game lead.
You can have a 2 because you beat the Dolphins. The Dolphins lost to.
Yep.
Since then, they lost to
the Chiefs,
the Eagles, and the Chiefs. So we'd be up 3 because we were already up a game at that point.
It'd be 2.5 because we'd have the tiebreaker.
All right, whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. 2.5.
Yeah.
So it would have been 2.5. So still, well, no, because it could be 3 this week because they're on a bye week. if we win this week, because they're on a bye. So if we win, we're half a game out.
Yeah. Then it'd be the full. But you know what? At the end of the day,
you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. Like, either way, I'm just saying the East is crazy. It's a good competitive. It's one of the. To me, it's still one of the best divisions. It's just We're all in it. Even the sorry ass Jets who have no offense are still in the mix
by their defense.
They're in the mix. It's wild to me, man. Only team that's not in the mix is the Patriots, who beat us.
Lost to.
Right?
Who we lost to. Oh
my God. It's so
PTSD, Tom.
So pitiful.
Oh. What's the issue with Spencer Brown lately? He looks like a rusty gate. Spencer Brown is actually, he had a horrible game last week.
He did.
But outside of last week,
season-wise,
he's been one of our best offensive linemen over the last
He's actually been playing pretty well as far as the whole season
It's time
goes.
to unite. Yes, it is. Time to unite. No more crap. We need wins. Yes, we do. Give me wins. That's all I want. Give me wins.
Somebody, I went to work the other day. Somebody told me, Mikey, boy, the Bengals and Burrow have your number. I said, every team has our number.
But do they? They beat us. They didn't like smoke us.
No, I know. I'm just saying in general. It's just like I told him, have you watched our football game? I told him, have you watched our football team over the past month? Every team's looked great. It doesn't matter if we go against the worst ranked defense, they are going to look phenomenal against us. If we go against the worst ranked offense, they're going to look like, the St. Louis Rams back in the day. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how we play. It's so odd.
We were the least last week. All of us lost last week.
Crazy, right?
Patrick, I think the Bills are going to make a late season run. If they can get their head out of their ass on offense, I agree.
Right.
We could go on a late season run.
Right.
The problem is, and everyone talks about when we were 7-6. The difference is that the rest of that year we had a really easy schedule. We have a rough schedule going down.
Right. There was a lot really difference in that 2021. Yeah. We had an easier schedule down the stretch. We had an offensive coordinator who didn't take shit from McDermott. Probably called his own plays. Didn't have McDermott.
That's why McDermott doesn't like him.
Right. We also had a healthier team in 2021. Let's be real.
Yep.
So it was a lot easier to go on that run. But what for me is, it's why I say this game coming up is so important, is because in a way, we have some tough games coming up, but if we look good and get back on track this one, Mikey, it could maybe get like a mojo back, for this team, just like, build some momentum right after that game. Confidence. Because I feel like right now the whole offense is just shot confidence-wise. But if you win a game convincingly, you look good, even against a bad team, you can get your confidence back. Like, oh, shit, okay, it is there. We can do that. Like, let's do this. You know what I mean? But if they flat out again play shit, then they ain't going to get their confidence back. Ain't no mojo back. They're not going to be happy with a shitty win. You know what I mean? So that's what I want to see.
Roy comes in and says, is it possible for Denver to run for 150 on this Monday night? Is it possible? Yes. Do I think it's going to happen?
Anything's possible at this point.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson throwing a 70-yard Hail Mary to win the game is possible. At this point.
Because Lindell Joseph is a beast inside. So unless they're running like tosses and running for 150 yards, I don't see him running up the gut for 150 yards.
Right. Yeah, I don't think so either. Love what I saw from Joseph last week too. By the way,
I don't want them to chew the clock. I want them to get chunk freaking yards, put points on the board.
Either.
Just chew up the clock bullshit. Score points. That's what I want.
Right. Fuck that. Let McDermott, who gives a shit, get your defense better than. I don't care how fast you score.
Freaking points.
Right.
Well, they asked McDermott this week. Do you want them to slow plays to help the defense? And he said, no. I want them to get points. He's like, I'm not putting the brakes on them. I want them to go full pedal, score, get points. I don't give a shit how long it takes them.
Right. Exactly.
That's what he says to the media. We'll see if he really says that behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Because McDermott said also that he's had no thoughts of, getting rid of pulling the play call duties from Dorsey either.
Yeah, which is wild to me, honestly. But I understand he's not going to also, if he's not, he's not going to say it because then it's really going to. If he says that, then he'll probably really kill Dorsey's. You know what I mean? Any kind of confidence he might or whatever. It would be a bad idea. But if you're going to do it, just do it.
Oh yeah, I'm with you on this one, Carl. You know, we've been losing the turnover battle every freaking week. How about we create some freaking turnovers?
Amen.
You know, and take care of the
amen.
ball. How about we win the turnover battle?
Right.
For once.
And it just doesn't go our way sometimes. We'll knock the ball out and it goes right back to the offense.
Yeah. Or we'll bat it up and they'll still catch it.
Right.
But then our guys will have it batted up and they'll pick it off. It's weird.
It is weird. Yeah.
You know? Sad to laugh at it.
About the Russell Wilson 70-yard to beat us. Yeah. Right. That would so be. I'm telling you, I would call Mikey and be like, yeah, that's pretty much probably what's supposed to happen.
I'll tell you, if that happens Monday night, you won't see Mikey on that on the post game. Tommy will have to call and check on me and make sure I haven't, destroyed shit.
Right. Another McDermott mess up.
Yeah, not gonna happen. Oh. What do you expect for Tommy? What do you expect from our new guys on Monday night? I have a feeling you're going to see Rasul Douglas playing really well. I think Joseph's going to play well. The problem is we have so many other guys out around them now.
Yeah,
we got some new guys that help fill in the guys that left, but now Hyde's going to be gone. Benford's going to be gone. There's a chance that Bernard's going to be gone. At what point? What the fuck?
Yeah. So.
Enough.
We knew it was coming when Rasul Douglas was going to be our one at some point. And I will say this, hopefully Dane Jackson can continue where he left off from last week, because I thought Dane Jackson played pretty well. If he could be that Dane Jackson this week coming up, with Douglas getting a little bit more,
familiar with the
play calling, familiar with the defense, right? Then maybe we can, that corners position will look okay this week, because they have some decent receivers over there, Sutherland and Judy. But yeah, man, it's just like everyone else, man. I need to see better from Ed Oliver. I need to see better from Rousseau this week. I need to see more from Floyd,
Groot,
who slowed down. Rousseau, Von Miller. Hopefully he can.
I would like to see some kind of life out of Jordan Phillips. Show me that you have some kind of life.
And this year, I don't know what's happening there. But yeah, man. I mean, certain players need to. I want to see step up on offense. I honestly, Mikey, the most important thing right now too is I need to see our offensive line block a little bit better, man, than what they've been doing. Give Allen a little bit more time there. And I think we'll be okay. You got to win in the trenches on both sides of the ball. Yep. So that's very important for me in this game.
All right, so time to give the scores. Jose wants to see our scores, Tommy.
These are so rough.
I'll give you my score. 21, 24, 24, 20.
Disgusting.
Bills.
Oh, disgusting.
I'm just telling you.
That's disgusting.
Until they can prove me wrong, it's going to be 24-20 Bills.
That is a disgusting score, Mikey. I'm not happy at all with that.
We won 48-19 last time.
Score
Patrick comes in 31-10 Bills.
Here we go, 30 spot, baby.
24-21.
Oh, disgusting! No,
42-17.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute, but he doesn't say what team though. He just says
41-17. Chewy.
Damn, we got some 40 burgers. Jason. Oh, come on.
Dane Jackson trying to get his payday. If we lose, Tom, please ignore my comments.
I know. Trust me. All right, so what do I got?
42-17, C. Rose.
God, what do I got?
There you go, Roy. 17-13 Bills.
All right. God, I shouldn't do it. 34.
Dude, set yourself up
16.
For disappointment.
34-16.
You set yourself up for disappointment. All right, is our Dolphin guy in here? Is our Dolphin guy in here? Because if he is, I need him to give me a score prediction of this game.
Yeah, I know, man. Golly. Oh, 17-13. That's even grosser than
Tommy, we're on a Bills channel.
I know. Well, no, that's not all. Listen, we've believe it or not, we've had some Bills fans predict
Hooked up
the
Joe.
opposite way.
31-14.
Hey, isn't that what I?
But-
No, I said 31-17. I think, right?
But he's saying it's going to be 31-14
I said 30. I said
Broncos.
34. I said 34-17. Okay.
But he's saying
Wow.
Broncos.
What?
No, I'm kidding. He said Bills.
Oh, all right. No, but believe it or not, we've had people that were Bills fans. Matter of fact, I used to have a guy that used to have a podcast on my channel, and he used to always pick against
the Bills.
Right.
33-16, Tommy.
Okay.
Jason says, watch it be 9-3. Oh,
I would be so disgusted. And that McDermott would love that game. Whoa, man,
Ben says 4-2 Bills.
Oh my God, can you imagine that?
It'd be better if it was 4-3 Bills.
Oh my God.
The Bills get 2 safeties and they kick a field goal and we win 4-3. Bring back Bobby Hart.
I'll be going. I'll lose my shit if we score 9 points or something.
Tommy, read the whole comment.
All right, go back to the comment. Go back to that damn comment.
This one?
Yeah. Is that the one?
Yeah, he said, Tommy, we're on a Bills channel. We're supposed to be, I guess. So this means the winners is always the Bills unless stated otherwise.
That's true. That's true. I'm always picking Bills no matter what. Yeah. I've never not picked.
Like I've said we'll lose games, but I've never picked against them.
You notice that, right? Like we'll do our early season schedule prediction.
And I'll say we'll lose, but I never pick against them week to week.
Right. Never. You can't do it. Can't do it.
Oh, I like this, Carl. Broncos cough up the ball 4 times. 2 picks from Douglas. The Bills win 35-7.
If Douglas gets 1 pick, I would say thank you for coming here.
Chewy says my wife says 28-3 Bills.
I don't think the defense can hold them to 3 though.
It says seriously, I have no faith. I'm beat down. Please, baby, sweet baby Jesus.
Yes. Right.
Bass 70-yarder. Well, let's not talk about Bass at 70 yards. Last time we did that,
he hasn't even kicked. Right. You're like, no, I'm good with that.
He's missing the 50s. Let's not talk about Bass. Right. 33-10 Bills. All right, Tommy, what's on deck for the weekend, brother?
All right. So Mikey's back. Mikey and Howie's back tomorrow because remember they missed last weekend due to technical difficulties. But that is that problem has been fixed. They will be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. on this channel, and then also at 6 o'clock is AFCE Shakedown. That will be on this channel as well at 6 o'clock, and then Monday night we'll be doing a post game, so probably around 11:30 you'll see us. So that will be our Monday night show. Other than that, that's it. I may go live because I'm solo probably because Mikey works, but I may go live for a quick preview, like pregame or whatever. Yeah, pregame on Monday night. Probably like 30 minutes or something like that, guys. So look for that.
Did we win the last time you did that?
What game was that? Tampa Bay.
Remember.
We did.
Okay, if we won, you can do it again. If we lost, you can't.
it was the Tampa Bay game. It was the Tampa Bay game.
Later, Chewy.
You know why? Because it was a Thursday night game, and I took the day. I took the night off.
Yeah. Okay.
I was able to do something. So
you do your pregame.
Is that it? Is that the trick now?
Do your pregame,
we found something.
I will tell you. If you do the pregame and we win again, you'll be doing the pregame from here on out.
Every single time.
Yep. You'll be doing the pregame from here on out.
Let's come on real quick. Do pregame.
Yep.
All right. So I guess that's it, man. Any last words from the chat before we get out of here?
No. Looks like everyone gave up their score predictions. Just time to wrap up. Enjoy your Bills free Sunday of football.
Yep.
And then we'll be back Monday, ready for prime time as we beat the Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
To go to 6-4 and
start
our
6-4.
To start our climb to the playoffs to get back on track. And we'll be back Monday night after the game and the post game to say, here we go. We saw the start.
All right, Bills Mafia, we love you. And as always, go Bills. We're out of here. Peace.
Go Bills.